G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another one of my EV realist videos. In this series I try and put a slightly more realistic perspective on the transition to electrification than the wildly optimistic views that are currently being spruiked by our governments around the world. So if you like this kind of content, it would be great to have you as a subscriber. So if you were to ask 10 EV drivers what their greatest worry was when they were driving their EVs, I think 11 of them would say the range. And uncertainty about the range of an EV has even got its own name now, like quotes range anxiety, which as we speak is probably being added into the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. This article and this investigation, which was carried out by Reuters back in July, is absolutely astonishing for the brazen way in which Tesla customers were misled about not only the range of the car when they bought it, but also the live display of the range of the car as they were driving it. And this has now prompted a judicial response in the US from the Dept of Justice, which we'll come on to later. But let's first take a look at the Reuters report because it is absolutely gobsmacking. So the headline reads, Tesla created secret team to suppress thousands of driving range complaints. About a decade ago, Tesla rigged the dashboard readouts in its electric cars to provide rosy projections of how far owners can drive before needing to recharge, a source told Reuters. The automaker last year became so inundated with driving range complaints that it created a special team to cancel owners' service appointments. In March, Alexandre Ponsin set out on a family road trip from Colorado to California in his newly purchased Tesla, a used 2021 Model 3. He expected to get something close to the electric sports sedan's advertised driving range, 353 miles on a fully charged battery. He soon realized he was sometimes getting less than half that much range, particularly in cold weather. Such severe underperformance that he was convinced the car had a serious defect. We're looking at the range and you literally see the number decrease in front of your eyes, he said of his dashboard range meter. Well, that can happen if you open the glove box and you turn the light on. Ponsin contacted Tesla and booked a service appointment in California. He later received 2 text messages telling him that remote diagnostics had determined his battery was fine, and then, we would like to cancel your visit. What Ponsin didn't know was that Tesla's employees had been instructed to thwart any customers complaining about poor driving range from bringing their vehicles in for service. Last summer, the company quietly created a diversion team in Las Vegas to cancel as many range-related appointments as possible. I mean, this is a organized and systemic attempt to mislead customers. It's absolutely astonishing. Inside the Nevada team's office, some employees celebrated cancelling service appointments by putting their phones on mute and striking a metal xylophone, triggering applause from co-workers who sometimes stood on desks. The team often closed hundreds of cases a week, and staffers were tracked on their average number of diverted appointments per day. Managers told the employees that they were saving Tesla about $1,000 for every cancelled appointment, the people said. Another goal was to ease the pressure on service centres, some of which had long waits for appointments. In most cases, the complaining customers' cars likely did not need repair, according to people familiar with the matter. Rather, Tesla created the groundswell of complaints another way, by hyping the range of its futuristic electric vehicles, or EVs, raising consumer expectations beyond what the cars can deliver. Wow, what a surprise! Teslas often fail to achieve their advertised range estimates and the projections provided by the car's own equipment, according to Reuters interviews with 3 automotive experts who have tested or studied the company's vehicles. Tesla, years ago, began exaggerating its vehicle's potential driving distance by rigging their range estimating software. I mean, this is criminal. The company decided about a decade ago, for marketing purposes, to write algorithms for its range meter that would show drivers rosy projections for the distance it could travel on a full battery, according to a person familiar with an early design of the software for its in-dash readouts. The directive to present the optimistic range estimates came from Tesla chief executive Elon Musk, this person said. Elon wanted to show good range numbers when fully charged, the person said, adding, when you buy a car off the lot seeing 350-mile, 400-mile range, it makes you feel good. Yeah, it makes you feel good until you hand over the cash and find that it has a range of less than half that, especially when it's cold or you've got the map light on or something else. Tesla was fined earlier this year by South Korean regulators who found the cars delivered as little as half their advertised range in cold weather. Another recent study found that the 3 Tesla models averaged 26% below their advertised ranges. I mean, this is one of the major problems with BEVs, battery electric vehicles, because the batteries are so subject to all sorts of external influences, and the way the car is driven, and also whether you've got your headlights on or your air conditioning on or anything that's drawing current from the battery, which is not your actual traction, is going to reduce your range, which is why range anxiety is such a major problem. So finally, the US Department of Justice, based on this Reuters report, is now in the frame. This article, Tesla's misleading driving range claims trigger DOJ probe. Tesla SEC filings on Monday revealed that the DOJ is investigating the EV maker. The United States Department of Justice is investigating Tesla after a Reuters report revealed in July that the EV maker secretly created a team to divert customer complaints because it had grossly exaggerated its vehicle's driving range. Reuters source confirmed that the directive to present the optimistic range estimates came from Tesla chief executive Elon Musk. The driving range was so far below company estimates that many customers assumed their cars were defective. 3 customers launched a class action suit alleging fraud and false advertising. This mounting backlash over Tesla's overly optimistic driving range estimates came at a tense time for Tesla following an unsuccessful launch of Tesla's full self-driving beta, a feature deemed so dangerous that Tesla had to recall 362,758 cars, and a criminal investigation into its autopilot claims. This whole self-driving nonsense is equally stupid and is going to be a subject of further videos on this channel, but I'm still getting my head around just how balmy the idea of self-driving cars is, but we'll come on to that. And just skipping to the end of this article, Tesla's large-scale advertising efforts could attract additional regulatory scrutiny. On its website, the Federal Trade Commission says that it looks especially closely at consumer claims of deceptive advertising on conduct relating to high-tech products, and customers have been vocal about frustrations with Tesla's driving range claims. Some customers who reported feeling satisfied driving off the Tesla lot, expecting a driving range of more than 300 miles, told Reuters and other outlets that sometimes they only got 150 miles out of a full battery charge. One Tesla Model 3 driver, Nick Caracciolo, told Business Insider that 300 miles of range can quickly become 100 miles of range if you're speeding or it's hot outside or too cold. It can be very deceptive, and a gas-powered car can seem more accurate in that way. Well, who would have thunk it? Of course it's far more accurate, because an internal combustion engine can essentially perform in heat, in cold. You can turn the headlights on and the air conditioning, and you don't actually see your range drop significantly with those things. You do see it drop if you drive aggressively, but that's fair enough because your fuel consumption goes up. But somehow there's just never the range anxiety that you get with an EV. And for a company like Tesla to actually go out of their way to mislead consumers on the range of their vehicles and then tweak the software to mislead them every time they get into the car, that's absolutely outrageous. It'd be really interesting to see where this DOJ investigation goes, and I'll be following it closely on this channel. Anyway, that's just about it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you've got any tips, you can hit me up on Instagram, or you can send me an email, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.